Hi, this is Dr. Melissa Gratias with MBG Organizing Solutions, and today I'm going to be talking about workplace stress. Yes, very important topic, workplace stress, because stress can cause a variety of health and emotional issues that really can't be ignored. Now, I'm a professional organizer for business people, and I believe with all my heart that being organized at work helps reduce your stress. But there's also but I'm also a psychologist, so there's a lot of psychology that goes into stress mitigation and stress management as well. And today I'd like to talk to you about 4 things that I recommend that you do to help reduce your stress at work. First, this is more of a mental understanding. Understand that your brain was not meant to accomplish many of the things that we're expecting it to. And here's a very specific example. We expect ourselves to be able to remember stuff. Remember lots of things. Remember lists and lists of information. Read one thing and then be able to recall it hours, months, days, weeks, years later, whatever. But the human brain is not built that way. It is built to find simplicity in our environment. And in fact, there are capacity limits on what we can remember. And if you're trying to remember your to-do list, for example, you will inevitably forget important things to do, because the commonly understood capacity limit of a brain is the magic number 7 plus or minus 2. So your brain is structured or formed to remember anything between 5 and 9 pieces of information. And most busy people have a lot more on their to-do list than 9 things. So first, let go of the illusion that you're supposed to be remembering everything. Secondly, and closely related, be very realistic about what you can accomplish in a day, in a week, in a month, and in a year. I'm a Star Trek geek. I'm talking about Captain Kirk, Star Trek geek. And there was a character in the early Star Trek episodes, Mr. Scott, and he always had the reputation as a miracle worker. And that is because he said he always doubled or tripled his estimates to fix the warp drive on the Enterprise. And so whenever he got it fixed in less time, he was a miracle worker. Well, take that to heart. Are we giving ourselves realistic time estimates? Or are we factoring in that we're not just going to be working on one thing, that although this one thing may take us 2 hours to do, we have to do it in the midst of 24 other things, so it's not going to be deliverable in 2 hours, it might take 2 days? Think about that and take the Mr. Scott miracle worker tactic on time estimates and be realistic on what you can accomplish. Third, make your calendar reflect your priorities. Stephen Covey, in one of his books, said something that was very important to me as a young professional. And he said, I can tell what is important to any man or woman by looking at their calendar. Well, at the time, I was a young mother and wife, and I closed Stephen Covey's book and opened up my calendar and saw that if you had looked at my calendar, you would have no idea that I was married or had a child. So make your calendar reflect your priorities. Have one calendar that has both your personal and professional appointments on it and the things that you need to be accomplishing, all in one place. Lastly, block off time for the things that are important. Priorities are not what you say. Priorities are what you do. So make sure you've blocked off time on your calendar for the high priority items. Otherwise, don't they tend to just be swept under the rug? This is Dr. Melissa Gratias with MBG Organizing Solutions. I can help you reduce your stress. You can reach me online at www.mbgorganizing.com. Have a great day.